The fun in smart cars begins as early as the factory in Hambach, France, near the German border. There's a certain whimsy about the factory. For starters, it's called Smartville. The four main areas are labelled earth, fire, water and air. The whimsy continues inside. The moment when the powertrain is united with the chassis is called the marriage, preceded of course by the engagement. But concentrating on the whimsy takes your attention away from the fact that behind the branding is a radical rethinking of the assembly process and its associated supply chain.
L'originalité de Smartville, c'est l'architecture du site. Déjà, quand on arrive à Smartville, ce qui séduit, ce sont les bâtiments. Ce sont les bâtiments qu'on repère de très loin et c'est l'organisation géographique de ces bâtiments. Tout est prévu ici pour produire la Smart dans les meilleures conditions techniques possibles et dans les meilleurs délais possibles et aux coûts les plus faibles possibles.
MCC, the micro-compact car company, is the assembler, operating a modern plant using up-to-date technology, just-in-time manufacturing methods, and with an emphasis on continuous improvement. It's a worker-friendly environment, and the average age of the Smartville workforce is under 30.
Le montage final en 4 heures, à ce moment-là, la voiture, la Smart, a déjà comptabilisé entre 3 et 4 heures de fabrication. Et à partir de ce moment-là, démarre le montage, c'est-à-dire l'habillage intérieur et extérieur de la voiture. En tout, 8 heures.
You can park the Smart where no other car will fit. And the short car is a marketing person's dream. Half-price car washes, motor rail and ferries.
You pay in Germany really low tax. The diesel pay no tax for 4 years and the petrol engine pays 60 Germany mark in the year. A normal car costs 400, 500. And all the parts are also really cheap from the car because they are smaller than in the other cars. And also the insurance is quite cheap, so you don't need so much money to drive a car in a month like a normal car.
Building a brand image gets a manufacturer into interesting areas. The badged merchandise, for example. Swatch have been here before.
When we presented it to the press at the beginning, we presented it underwater in our department stores so that everybody sees it's completely watertight. We threw it against the wall so that everybody sees it doesn't break. It's a very sturdy, very high quality watch.
Of course, cars are not disposable watches, but you do still have to throw them into walls.
As you might know, Mercedes-Benz has always been on the forefront of safety technology, and we pride ourselves to be a leader in that area. And we have taken that expertise and transferred it to the smart car. And it actually has this Tritium safety cell, which is a very sturdy steel component in the vehicle that absorbs all the impact, both in the frontal and rear and side impact. And because of its short dimension and short wheelbase, wherever the car is hit in the unfortunate event, it hits that sturdy Tritium frame. So therefore, it is unparalleled safety in this segment, which was evidenced by some independent tests. And you actually see a vehicle back there that was crashed at about 65 kilometers head-on, and it provides perfect security. Combined with airbags, both driver and passenger airbag, which come standard, which is very unusual for this segment.
As well as its crash safety, the Smart claims exceptional handling and braking. Mind you, it can be a little unsettling when the Hambach test driver demonstrates all of this by trying, unsuccessfully, to lose control. There's a Smart coming off the assembly line every 96 seconds. Every one has been sold to a specific customer. Since you can order your own customized version over the internet, the system has to cope with your choice of body color and interior trimmings, making sure it's your choice of door panel that's added to your car. The scale of car assembly is very different to microscopic watchmaking. This is an area where Swatch seem to have little to contribute to the partnership. In fact, now that Smart is a production car, Swatch has no further formal involvement. Some people suggest that the separation was the result of differences over the engine. Hayek was keen on a hybrid, electric and petrol. Mercedes eventually settled on conventional petrol and diesel options.
The original plans for the car envisioned the use of hybrid engines, which is still not being practiced today, which really lowered its environmental friendliness in the end. And from what I'm being told, that actually is one of the reasons why Swatch decided to pull out of the entire project. There's very little detailed information available about the actual true rationale for that. But what the publications do clearly point at is disappointment in the extent to which they stretch the innovation envelope. There was even some thinking in the early days to actually do some of the assembly in the dealership, to make the dealership the extension of the assembly line, which never took place. Part of the rationale being, well, we've never done that, and we run factories, so let's just run a factory.
From the loading dock, Smart cars are shipped off to a network of dealerships called Smart Centers. Typical of the rethinking that Smart have done, these tend to be in city center locations.
So, der hat eine ganz besondere Gangschaltung. Genau, ich gebe ihm mal den Schlüssel. Den Schlüssel müssen Sie dort in die Mitte einführen. Und dann auf Position 1 machen. Ja, und der hat also nur 2 Pedale, der Smart. Kein Kupplungspedal, haben Sie nur Gas und Bremse. Im Stand bitte mal die Bremse treten. So? Bremspedal treten, genau, den Hebel vorschieben auf N. Dann erscheint hier drin N neutral. Aha. So, ja, elektrische Fensterheber hat der Wagen auch.
Und wie ist es mit der Innenausstattung, Klimaanlage und so?
Klimaanlage ist kein Problem, können wir dazu machen. Und, so we sell the Smart since 2 years. Hat auch so einen In the beginning it was a little bit difficult, but now we have good results. We sell nearly 1,000 cars this year, and yeah, we hope we're getting better and better in the next years. An dem Schlüssel haben Sie 3 Symbole. Wenn Sie auf dieses Symbol länger gedrückt halten, dann springt der Kofferraum auf. Jetzt können Sie ihn so öffnen. Können Sie ihn so öffnen. Da können Sie kleine Sachen reinlegen. Und wenn Sie hier aufmachen, rechts und links, können Sie größer drauf machen. Da kann man sich sogar draufsetzen. Das hält 150 Kilo raus.
Super.
Und da können Sie halt größere Sachen einladen. Das sind Stahlsitze.